My name is John Githanga, and I'm a Nakuru resident. Uh, my posts are I'm the admin and chairman of a certain Facebook group known as Nakuru Golden Years and Today, apart from being an artist and a historian. So today I'm here to talk about what you're seeing in the background that is known as Lions Garden, otherwise known as Central Park. This park was launched by Mzee Kenyatta back in the mid 70s. And him and his wife Mamangina, they planted a Mogumo tree to denote that this park has been declared a public park. And since that time, we have seen so many changes. In fact, at that particular time, uh, there were only a few trees, but the subsequent governments or regimes planted trees, and especially during the Kenodiabogwa era, when he came in 2013, shortly afterwards, he planted some trees and he did some beautification. And Lee Kinyanjui continued doing the same, and especially replanting trees once in a while. So recently, we thought the same thing it was going to happen when we saw the park being besieged with iron sheets. We thought that there was going to be the usual upgrading and replanting of trees, but afterwards, especially in June, that is when we discovered that there was something fishy happening, uh, contrary to what we had thought. We started seeing uh, trading business stores cropping up. And several people called me and asked me, okay, why can't you take up this matter? We don't seem to be having the usual replanting of trees. So I decided, okay, let me call the people who are involved in the respective dockets. I called I called somebody by the name of the trade minister by the name of Stephen Kuria, alias Mheshimiwa, to explain to me why are some people or some faceless people putting up these Mabati trading stores. He refused to pick my call for a long time, despite knowing that it is me who is calling him. And I also went to an extent of trying to call some other people that I suspected were involved in this illegal occupation. So when they did not pick my calls, I decided, okay, let me just expose this story on our Nakuru Golden Years and Today Facebook group. So when I exposed, that is when I started realizing that there were so many other people who were also concerned about the grabbing of this place, so to speak. And I decided to take a step further to actually articulate, to actually uh, make sure that I use legal means, including the expose. So I went to the LSK chairman, and I explained everything to him. So when I explained everything to him, he actually wrote a letter about 2 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago, to the Nakuru County government, uh, and he wrote a very stern warning letter, warning them uh, to stop the continuation of building those structures. And actually, they stopped. Although there were some defiance, but so far it has been stopped. But the main reason of actually doing this particular expose is because I wanted the whole world, including UNICEF, including the Green Belt movement, to know that there is something wrong happening. The only green space that we have in town, the small green space that we have in town, has been grabbed. The usefulness of this space is that it is just right next to the upcountry bus, matatu terminus. This is where when somebody is maybe stressed, a jobless person, for example, he wants to rest or he has been given an appointment to come after maybe 2 hours, he can come here and maybe rest for some time before he goes on with whatever he wants to do. And we have so many other people, and especially women who are lactating mothers, who are coming maybe, for example, when the baby needs some milk. You see, the 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 mothers can suckle their babies peacefully at this park. And you can see there are some other people. Maybe somebody might fall sick suddenly. No? So somebody can come here and rest, as they await to do the next thing. So uh, there are so many benefits of having a green space. And that especially this city was declared a city on December 2021, on December 1st, 2021. So this time around, as you can see, it doesn't look like a city anymore because that that time before Uhuru Kenyatta came to charter this city as officially as a city, this place was so clean. There were no congestions. Matatus were actually designated in particular areas outside the city. But this time around, when the present governor decided to allow the matatus to come in, and I spoke about it in advance. Now we are seeing the effects of allowing matatus back, and on top of that, now we are seeing so much grabbing, a lot of irregularities happening. So the issue here I have with the governor herself. The other time she came here to open Shabab, it is right there, Shabab's Matatu terminus, and she was looking at this place. Apart from the many other things that she has been accused of being involved in, especially land grabbing. The other time we were talking about War Memorial. War Memorial, that issue has not been resolved yet. She says that she was not involved. But why is she keeping quiet about it? Even if she is not involved in the grabbing of this Lion's Garden, why is she keeping quiet about it? That is the big question. So I would like we as Nakuru people, especially we indigenous Nakuru who are born, sisi ambao tulizaliwa mtaani, tusiwachilie hii town, tusiwachilie hii town. The other time there was a report that there's been since she came in, since her government came in, about 164 acres of land have been grabbed in terms of land and plots and all that in the entire Nakuru County. And this is a very serious issue. And I am warning her, if she's not careful, we are capable of impeaching her before the end of her term. So she should know that she's in that position on borrowed time. When the county government was given the license here, of course, it must have indicated that they are given the license to rehabilitate this garden. Of course, rehabilitation means planting grass and maybe flowers and all that. Something that is environmental friendly, something organic. That these licenses are normally given by the Construction Authority and NEMA. So we are seeing something totally different from what the license stipulates. And this is something that got our concern, because when they started building those construction sites, we did our own investigation, our own independent investigation. And we discovered that these trading stalls that are made of mabati, they have nothing to do with the county government per se directly. Because you see, if the county government was to construct, let's say, something that is useful to the county, they could have actually been very open. They could not even have put this, this Babati coverings. And I know very well that if even the governor herself would have been proud to come and open trading stalls that they are directly related to, or they can identify with. But this time around, we know that there is an underground black hand, black hand clique that is doing all these kind of things, but hoodwinking us that photographers are the ones who ask them to build them some stalls in order for, but they are the beneficiaries. And the other thing is that just like they have been doing in other areas, like between uh, along Githanga to Tidis, those are stalls that belong to individuals because this is not, they don't pay the county government rent, and I know they pay rent. And before they even entered, they were given those tolls, those Babati tolls. Some of them told me that they were being told to pay 20,000, others 50, others 200, and they pay to a faceless person, a proxy, who in return pays what I understand, who pays those people who are in charge. And especially, I'm not afraid to say that this is a culture that was started by the Nakuru East MP. It has now grown to the trade minister and the environment minister, including the MCA. So this is something that they have been doing for a long, long time. But this time around, we are saying enough is enough. So just what the other, if they were, for example, if it was to benefit people, the people who are supposed to be given priority, if they were the photographers who are to benefit, are those people who started doing photography here in the 1980s. Don't you think so? How come there are photographers and those people who have been occupying this place as a trading place as freelance photographers for a long time? How come they are not benefiting? It's because they don't have money. Those people who have money, even if they were not photographers, are the ones who are being given these stalls for a huge amount of money. I'm told that it is even more than 200,000. So where is this money going? This money is going to the hands of powerful individuals in this town. By powerful, I mean politicians who are being covered by the governor herself. She cannot pretend that she doesn't know what is actually happening here. She knows everything that is happening in this town. She's supposed to know. This is where her headquarters is. Public participation has been something that has has never taken place. Has never taken place. I expected at least Governor Susan Keheka to start that culture of public participation before a major decision is made, especially a major decision pertaining to public interest entities. So there was nothing. In fact, most people were just bewildered. Eh? Watu wanashtukia tu, kuna kitu inaendelea. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Because if it is a matter of public participation, I'm a leader of that group that I'm talking about, NGYT Clan, which has 75,000 members scattered all over the world, and most of them were born and bred in Nakuru. I should have been the first one to know that they have announced a public participation whereby we give our opinion. We give our opinion on what we think, whether there should be some kind of businesses benefiting some people. They should have called us, maybe a town hall or anywhere. We meet physically, and then they say, this is what we are proposing to do. And then we listen to their proposals and we give our opinions. And I'm sure that 98% or 99% of people of Nakuru are against this thing. It's only that they are afraid to come out to say. So I'm acting as their voice right now.